Basically, a matter of just 3-4 minutes ago, there was a surge in the crowd. There were some rocks being thrown. This does look like some sort of infighting between groups. It's still sort of going on right now, but really this is not a major incident, it has to be said. Let's take the camera closer as I talk you through the position here. Very different nature, the demonstrations now. We found on Saturday there was almost a family feel to them to begin with, before the tear gas came, before various politicians started stating their views on things. Right now we have a broad section of protest here, ranging from revolutionaries to left-wingers to Marxists, nationalists, and then amongst it all, the original protesters, some considerable distance away, amongst the trees where this new urban redevelopment plan is supposed to take place. If we pan along there, we can see a little more. I see there is an ambulance coming in now, but I'll update you on what I see a little later. It seems to be more or less over. But coming back to that urban redevelopment plan, if we pan further across, you can see there the trees that the plan is to take them down, to chop them down and build a shopping mall and then reconstruct the area. And you'll also see the construction work that was going on. And in fact, a building involved in that construction work was burned down yesterday. So right now we have a fairly, what was a fairly peaceful protest with some indicators of possible trouble to come, not involving the police, involving the protesters themselves. Also news from Ankara, the capital, of problems there. An Al Jazeera team reports that in Guven Park, tear gas canisters have been fired into demonstrators who are much more forceful in the way they're reacting to the police right now. Also in Kizili Park, two major parks in the capital, there is trouble right now, Nick.
The Prime Minister has, of course, spoken, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. How do you think his comments will be received?
I don't think very well, really, Nick. He's really defiant. He's stating his position very clearly in the way everyone's used to in Turkey. But he has really stated, I think, well, certainly the protesters here think, a provocation, really, in the sense that he used the word çapulcu, which in Turkish, the literal translation is freebooters, plunderers, looters. That's the way he described the demonstrators, and that has actually really gone down badly, not surprisingly. Furthermore, he restated his position in that he would not be swayed. He wanted to go ahead with what was a good project in the city. He has said on Twitter many times that millions of trees have been planted right across Turkey as part of development plans. He didn't really see the problem with this one. But what has started as an ecological, environmentalist protest has morphed, without doubt, primarily, many people feel, because of the heavy-handedness of the police, which is not in doubt. Now we've seen a difference to that morphing in that the police have pulled back. They couldn't really do anything else politically with all the international outrage on this. And now we have a situation where this is playing out. There's no policing of the situation. There are some medical teams here, but that's about it. So right across Turkey, there's a question mark now on where this all goes. On Saturday, there were 90 demonstrations and nearly 1,000 arrests. How Sunday will play out remains to be seen. I think the numbers will be much smaller, but nevertheless, the core protest goes on.